Hello, Flosstube. Sorry, had to fix the camera. I apologize. Hello, Flosstube. My name is Robin with Crossroads Stitching. If you're new here, hi. Grab a drink, sit down. It's going to be a little bit. And if you're not new here, welcome back. You should still probably grab a drink and a snack too. Although I don't know that I have that much to talk about. But we'll come up with something. So, I just got my laptop in for the new gig that starts September 6th. I also cracked a tooth, so I will be smiling even less than usual. It's just gone. I have all the bad teeth genes in the family, so if I'm talking a little funny, I apologize. It will be like this until I get insurance and can start going to a dentist and working on getting this fixed. My teeth are probably my biggest insecurity, so you do what you can. So this week I got, I was working at the bird store on Saturday and then a little bit of Sunday. And Saturday it was just the 3 people that have fibro. So it was me and my 2 friends. That are going to be about the only reason that I don't want to stop volunteering at the store. And then I was there for part of Sunday too, because it was just easier. So I went in part of Sunday. So some of the adventures from that were a yellow-naped Amazon nipped my friend Chris so bad that it broke skin on the back of her neck. We found a good home for the Jende conure that we had. He got a nice loving family that thinks the world of him, so Jende will have a great home. We got some new borders in. Daisy tried to rip my face off. I wish we could get Fat Daisy back in again, because Fat Daisy is nice. This Daisy, not nice. As far as reptiles go, nobody bit me this week. But we did have a snake while we were changing his substrate. You know, like the Reptid chip, the little chip substrate that you have for snakes. While we were changing his bedding, basically, he threw himself into the trash can. I have permanently named this snake Trash Can. I don't know what he's going to be when he gets home, but, you know, his name right now, Trash Can. So, I didn't get to work on a whole lot. I thought I would get to work on more than I did. Let's get into what I have. I still have no finishes. 0 finishes. None. Nada. Not a single. Nope. So this one I am working down in here. I'm filling in the dark purple half stitching. So we're trying to get all that done. I've made a lot of mistakes on this project, up to and including not knowing that half stitching was only supposed to go one way. So like there are going to be some half stitches up here towards the top. Yeah, like mostly in this like corner here area that you can't really see that well. They go every which way. I haven't decided if it's going to look bad enough that I don't want to give it away. If it is, then I have another kit of this that I'll just do better, knowing more than you know what I did before. Do that. So I worked on that a little bit during D&D on Sunday and on D&D on Tuesday. I am probably going to be getting this stuff for the Haunted Labyrinth sale here in the next couple of days. I'm looking on everything, or no, the top of the website says everything cross stitch, but I think it's actually 1, 2, 3 stitch. I need a couple more hoops, a couple more project bags, and the fabric and the floss. And the only other one I put, did I put any work in on this one? I might have. Let's find out, because I don't remember. I know I've been trying to focus primarily on the Halloween project, the Halloween in the round, because I want it done, because I'm tired of it. And the answer is no, I have not touched this since last week. I might take it with me this week just to work on something else. I don't know. I am losing the battle with Halloween in the round very quickly. Very quickly. So this is where I'm at with Halloween in the round. And where I'm going to start with my next thread, because I stopped for dinner. But I'm going to start down here with these leaves underneath the cat. And we're going to go up and around towards the bird. Black Needle Society has the stitching planner up on their website as a pre-order. I will be pre-ordering it as soon as I start getting paid. I don't know if it's going to look like this one or not. The front looks similar, but I can't tell if it's going to be like tabbed like this with the rings or not. But again, this is what my August looks like. This is all the stuff that I want from Needlework Expo. I have gotten none of it. Then you get your full month. I am not used to my camera being at this angle, and I'm not used to my spooky light yeeting itself. It is spooky time. Spooky light stays out. Sorry, I'm one of those people that on September 1st I pretty much turn into full spooky all the time. So this is the monthly layout, and then you have the thing I never use and the thing that I use almost daily. I don't know how I'm going to utilize that in the next month. So new purchases go over here, and I put a couple of them in there, and then I had a link a work in progress list, but that's not nearly complete. And then I don't keep up with the weeks unless there's something in there I need to put in there. Like in September, I probably need to set September up today or tomorrow. So there's September. This one doesn't have an extra page for notes, and that's fine. So that's September, and then you have your daily stitch tracker and your 8 major projects that you're tracking. I think it's supposed to be 7, but I write on the top line and make it 8. Your works in progress, your new purchases, pages, and then you break down into your weekly, and I will probably start using this when I'm actually doing work, because I am much more into my planner when I am doing active work. We are still sitting at 11 out of 13 for the BNS Stitches of Halloween. 13 Stitches of Halloween. One is going to be Les Fantômes. One is going to be... I wrote that wrong. That is Hallows Eve Haunting. One is going to be the Haunted Library. One is going to be the Hocus Pocus that I got from the StitchCon. Sleepy Hollow also got from StitchCon. Really need to kit that up. I'm not going to start that. Haunted Stitches should be kitted. Crow's Corner is kitted. I might start that tonight just to get some new start serotonin. Quaker Moon, I have the fabric and the button for that. I need to get the floss. The Ornate Halloween Sampler, I need to get everything for that. Summon Spirits, I think is pretty much just cloth and a couple different grays. So if I put it on some of my light green or some of my lighter colored fabric, I don't have to buy white fabric just for it. That's kind of pointless. And then Harvest Moon, which is a Mill Hill kit, which that'll be fun. So I've never worked on Mill Hill kits before. I tried one time a little bit ago, and it did not work out well. Let's go over how bad it went. How bad did it go? How bad could a Mill Hill kit go? So I was going to have to wait a little bit of extra time at work because my partner had things that they were doing, so I wasn't going to be able to get out of work as early as usual. And so I had brought the Mill Hill kit with me because I'm like, okay, you know what? It's small. I can take it in my backpack. It'll be fine. It'll be good. So I break out the Mill Hill kit, and I have the beads over here, and I have the floss over here. And at first I didn't realize that there were 3 different oranges. I only thought there were 2. So we had to have some color matching later. That was fun. That wasn't even the problem. I go to start marking on the perforated paper where the start is, you know, to identify it. Realize I don't have a pencil. And now I'm using the needle that they included in this kit to kind of count, okay, 13 squares over, 12 squares down, that kind of thing. Is that the right way to find the center? No, absolutely not. Hands down, cannot recommend enough. Please do not do this. So, I don't have a pencil, so I go across the room to get a pencil, except I'm not still holding the needle and the perforated paper. I set them down on my keyboard. I go across the room, I get a pencil, I come back over, I pick up my perforated paper, and now I can't find my needle. I finally shake it out of my keyboard. Now it's on the floor. I've got the magnet that they sent in the kit to hang it after, and I'm going around on the floor and in my keyboard trying to find this one little needle. Finally find it. I package it all back up. I put the project in timeout, and I have not touched it since. So Mill Hill has been in a timeout for a while. I also have Bewitching Pumpkin and I think Fall Flamingo. So both of those could potentially be starts as well. But I think I'm only going to torture myself with one Mill Hill kit as opposed to 2. Let's see. I almost picked up my Body My Choice this week. I didn't. I almost picked up my Moonlight. Didn't. So I will probably wind up starting. I think I put it in here. If I get really lucky, I put it in here. And if not, we get to watch me cry on camera. Both are fun. Okay, so I'm doing Harvest Moon, and I think the one that I actually put in timeout was the Manor. Oh yeah, that looks horribly put back together. So I actually put Harvest Manor in timeout. And I will be doing I think I'm going to do Enchanted Moon instead. Seems to be a little bit more user-friendly. I also have Fall Flamingo. I'm going to send that one to my brother once I do it. Because he lives in Florida and I'm a horrible human being. So this is Crow's Corner. We're probably going to start this tonight just because I need something to go right. I also have Bewitching Pumpkin. I bought a whole bunch of the Spooky Mill Hill kits. And then promptly put them in here and forgot that they existed. So I'm going to pull that out because I need to get freaking stuff for it. I'm going to pull that out because I need to get stuff for it. Yeah, because this is my Ornate Halloween sampler and my Please Don't Summon Spirits in the Bathroom. I figure both of these qualify as spooky. Le Fantôme, I'm probably just going to find a really cool fabric to do that on, and I'll probably still just do it in black. You really never can go wrong with 310. I might start my needlebook tonight. I don't know. I'm either going to start Crow's Corner or I'm going to start needlebook tonight. So I need to get all the stuff for the Haunted Library sale. They have released the prologue and the first. Wow, my light just nosedived again. There we go. So I will update this, which will be kind of hard because I did not use erasable ink on this one. I was not the smartest on that one. But I need to get the floss for these two. I mean, this one is just 2 colors, I think. Yeah, 2 colors. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So I need 6 skeins of floss there. No big whoop. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 10 for this one. I also need 310, but I'm good. And this isn't even the big one. That is lovingly referred to as the Cone of Doom. I need to get that pattern too, because the Cone of Doom was the unofficial mascot for the Cryptid Cryptid Stitch Along. But yeah, I think I can start on pretty much either of these because they both have all the things required for them. So I don't have to worry about that, and I can just slide them back into this bag as I'm stitching, and that'll be fine. It'll work as a project bag for now. Not sure which one I'll start. I might leave that up to Anthony. But yeah, so this week, stitching wise, I have not done very much. How many shades of orange is this? Oh god, it's already on a bobbin, which means this might have been the one that I tried to do. I may remove Mill Hill off the... Like, I want to know what's a good Mirabella to start with, and I also want to know what's a good Heaven and Earth design to start with, because both of those are so big and so massive. I want to start them, but I'm completely intimidated by them. So, round up, because I'm almost out of things to talk about. It is Thursday when I'm filming this, by the way. Thursday when I'm filming this, by the way. I'm going to be babysitting for a friend tomorrow. I start my new job on the 6th. My fish is still an idiot and doesn't eat good food. You try and raise them right, and that's what you get. So the Black Needle Society does have the stitching planner for 2023 up. It is available for pre-order, so you can get ahead and pre-order that. I'm going to be kitting up half of my, I think I'll start this one, because this one hasn't been touched, because I can tell that that's the way that they're supposed to be. So I'm going to work on getting Sleepy Hollow and my Don't Summon Spirits in the Bathroom, which I will hang in my bathroom, yes I will, as well as my Ornate Halloween. I kind of hope that if I get a chance, I might actually just have somebody, or see if somebody has a really good variegated orange, instead of doing, and I know it'll mess with it a little bit, but because there are lights and shadows in this, but I'm really thinking about just doing that with a really fun variegated orange. It will lose some of the depths and tones that it has, but it will gain a lot as well. So I'm going to work on getting the 6 things of floss I need for this, the 10 for this, and of course Michael's and Joann's aren't having a sale on floss right now. DMC does have 30% off their website. That's dangerous, because every time I go there I just want to put the vintage chest with everything in my cart. I'm not there yet, but I'd love to. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'll be doing, is kitting up the Haunted Library, the 2 Night Spirits, and the Sleepy Hollow. And probably finding Quaker Moon, so that I can get that kitted up too. Like I said, I'm not worried about kitting up Le Fantôme, because it's literally just stitched in black. I might have a variegated black. If I don't, I guarantee you I've got some kind of a spooky color that I can use. So I'm still just looking for 2 more spooky projects to do. They'll probably be from Needlework Expo, which I know is live. I just haven't decided where I want to shop yet. So I will kind of try and figure that out. I might get it from 123 Stitch since I'm already going to be probably putting in an order there. I was looking to get more hoops because I want to start more projects, so I need more hoops, right? And somebody told me about the Nerge brand. They have these square hoops. I guess they're kind of like a cross between like a square Q-snap and the plastic round hoops that I do not have a single example of. So I might try and get one of those, at least one, from the website. But you guys got to tell me, like, do you have enough hoops for all of your works in progress, or do you just have like 2 or 3 hoops, and then when you're not working on a work in progress, even though it's still something that's like on your whip board, do you take it off the hoops so that you can use, you know, one of the same 5 hoops, but you're not keeping every project on a hoop? Because right now I literally have every project almost in there on a hoop. So yeah, give me your secrets. Do you guys just have more hoops than you have projects, or do you just move your hoops to whatever you're actively working on? Because I guarantee you I'll forget to do that, but I might try it. Oh goodness. So yeah, it has been quite the week. But I am hoping that starting next week, things start evening out a little bit for me. I can get back to the projects that I want to get back to. I'm not going into a building, I'm remote, so hopefully getting some new work will make me think about starting new projects and keep the creative energy going. I'm really hoping that next week I can finish Halloween in the Round, because one of my goals for September was to finish a project, any project. I have finished 0 projects, and I'm a little mad about it. So, probably going to be putting in a big order, and by big I mean a whole lot of floss, but I'd rather do it that way than go to Joann's or Michael's and come up with a bucket full of floss and go, I'm so sorry. In fact, the last time I did this, I wound up getting, they were out of bags, so they felt bad, but I wound up getting 3 of these, all filled with floss. Every single one of them was filled to the brim with floss. They didn't, and I bought these as well, to sort the flosses into the 3 or 4 projects that I was working on. But maybe this winter I'll actually get to the Narnia Stitch Along that ended a year ago. The September cards are out for the Tarot Stitch Along, haven't started spring. But, so we wound up, because I didn't have bags, we put all of my floss in this, and then I dumped it into whatever purse I was carrying. And it worked out just fine. It worked out great. Do not get me wrong. But it was still just one of those things like, oh, I have no idea why I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. I felt bad for asking them to scan 100 odd skeins of floss. I think it was at least 75, man. 75 to 100 skeins of floss. And then they felt bad for not having bags, and I'm just like, you not having bags is the least of my worries right now. I can muddle through. Ain't that big a deal. You can tell I'm more nervous than normal. I am using ums and ahs a lot more often. So it looks like I'm probably going to be in the 30 to 45 minute video range based on my last few videos. I've only ever had one that actually went over an hour. Typically mine are anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes, so that's probably the zone I'm going to shoot for, is 30 to 45 minutes. I just come in here, I talk about stitching and a little bit about my life, but mostly about stitching, because you guys are here for the stitching. You don't, I mean, my life is part of it, but you're here for the stitching, and that's fine. I got some really pretty new highlighters. I think I showed you guys. What's really funny is that I can never find any one of them at the same time. So the inside of this, the actual pattern part of this, has like 5 different colors on it. Because I can never find the same highlighter that I was using last time. So it's got blue in there because that's what I'm using today. It's got purple in there because that was the only one I could find. It's got yellow in there because that was the only one I could find. I can't even find my pink highlighter currently, but it's got pink in there too. So yeah, luckily that all erases off, but it's still just that pattern looks, that pattern just looks rough because of how many different colors of highlighter I have. I think that's really going to be it for now. So hopefully next week I will film probably on a Saturday or maybe on a Sunday. I don't know. So it'll be a solid week before you guys see me again, because I will be doing my new job, and I don't know if I'll have time to film after that, because I know most of my days will be training. Other than that, I hope you have a great week. I hope that you have a good stitching. I hope you have fun stitching. Tell me some of the things that you're stitching or you're working on right now. Are you excited for spooky season? Are you not excited for spooky season? And hopefully the frog doesn't find you. He's pretty much lived at my house for the last 3 weeks. Mostly on Halloween and around. But I'm going to break the cycle tonight. I'm going to start something new, and it's going to go good, and then I'm going to be able to finish Halloween in the round. I am putting that out into the universe right now. That is how this is going to go. But we can hope. I hope you guys all have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week.